Zoli, this week you had a realization about procrastination. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, and of course, it came from the number one wonderful relationship issue that we do, which is projection. I historically get on my husband's case about, oh, you're procrastinating cleaning your office. Well, it's not my office. Why do I care? So I project that onto him, and I'm going, oh my God, he procrastinates this and that. And it came to me as I walked by his office that I was projecting and protecting my own procrastination with things that I occasionally do. I'm pretty good at not doing that, but when I do, it's a doozy. I thought, why do I procrastinate? I saw an image of procrastination as the fear aspect: fight, freeze, flight, and fight. It's freeze, that I freeze. And I think that it is a part of this fear, great trifecta of what comes next. If I procrastinate, then I don't have to act. I don't have to do anything about it. Now, I'm one of those people that probably acts too much, tries to get too much done to my own detriment at times. However, when I am procrastinating, maybe there's something I'm not figuring out, but it's a definite freeze.
That makes sense. How do you get unfrozen? What works for you?
You know, I think in relationship, it's usually when the other person says, what the hell are you doing?
That's so true.
You said you were gonna and you didn't. Well, I'm gonna get to it. When or why? Or we just get a belly full of our own behavior. We get sick of it. I'm looking at now the downstairs, what we call the submarine room, which is all the guts of the house. I'm cleaning out all the storage stuff for all the cleaning supplies. I got containers and this and that. And I've done part of it. And then there's the hall closet. I want to do that. What's going to happen if I don't do that? Nothing. Nothing's going to happen. My husband doesn't call me on my stuff. He's too busy being him. But I'm the one that is like, the girls are in charge of the house. This is what we do. So the consequences for not doing it is the mental unrest and the emotional tags that build and build and build every time. For example, I would walk by the hall closet and go, it's not that messy. I just want to see what's in there and get rid of stuff. Well, what happens with me with cleaning stuff out, I have to get in a really pissy mood. If I'm in a good mood, I'm not going, oh my God, I've had that for 4 years. Maybe I'll keep it. For what? Did you even know it was there? No. I have friends who are extreme preppers. 40 people in their community, they've got things for the next ice age coming. That's not my thing to do. But I do keep things that may be appropriate. But there's enough that's not, because we change. And I think that's part of procrastination, and that's part of the freeze thing. We change. Circumstances change. Why do I need vacuum filters for a vacuum I got rid of 5 years ago? Because I didn't know they were there. Well, why not? Because you're not organized. I love organization. I love Martha Stewart stuff. I think it's cool.
So what I'm hearing you say is that a willingness to change is, in a way out of procrastination.
Very well put. Very, very well put. I think recognizing what is different. What's different now about my life? What's different about our life? What are our needs? How have our needs shifted? How have they changed? And I think to get into something that we're procrastinating with, the ability to continue and do that until it's done, or when we can go as far as we can with it, and maybe ask for help. There it is again, that collaboration. Hey, would you help me do this? Sure. Be glad to do it. Or this is my stuff or this is your stuff. So it's a boundary issue, as always.
Yeah, it is. And we get caught up in what's going on in our lives emotionally with others.
Yeah. It's relationship. We really do. We project all the time because we want to look at other people and go, well, you do that. I don't. Or you don't see me doing that because now you're feeling guilty about me saying you're doing it. It's just human nature. We're idiots. I don't I don't know if we'll ever stop doing that. I think a lot of teachings in schools, in churches, in organization that teach the order of things, the correct order and the precipitation of stress. How does that work? And then solutions for that. And it usually involves other people. We have to go within and do our meditation prayer and then our service work outwards. But there's that piece in between where we're kind of living our own life and it's external. And when things are externalized, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to deal with other people and they're going to deal with us. So I think once again, love and compassion, forgiveness of self. In other words, just let it go for God's sake. You know, you can remind me of this next week when I'm really going to clean out that closet.
That was going to be my next question. What do you do when you're struggling with letting go or having a difficult time emotionally?
You know, it takes some time sometimes. There may be a real reason that involves other people too. And I've been going through a deal the past week, just tensions building because of a change that's coming globally. I feel September, October, very necessary change. Within my own personal self, what is that going to do my personal life? So I tend to get tangled up with the emotional stuff. Cancer South Node, Moon in Cancer, Cancer in the fourth house with some squares. So I came into this life clearly to do what? To deal with emotions and to have boundaries with myself and other people. So, what I've had to do this past week, which has been emotionally just treacherous for me, treacherous, is to say to myself, okay, Zoli, what are you doing? I'm driving home yesterday and I have all my stuff. I go to town a couple times a week and I have all my stuff in the thinking, why am I thinking? What am I? I'm driving my truck going up the mountain. I can do nothing about this. And I recalled a couple times during the day where I attempted a guided meditation in the morning and then wanted to jump right up in the middle of it to so called do something or fix something. I did the same thing during a massage. Oh my God, I've got to fix this now. Well, that's panic. That's the flight area of freeze. Well, have I been frozen in doing certain things? So now I'm running away. It's just human nature. It's what we do. And we all do it in this pattern. So I thought, okay, I am not stressed. That's my emotional body. And I really saw a separation. I said, that's not me. That's part of me. That's the part of me that I'm letting control. So of course I calmed myself down, then did the most appropriate thing. I went to Starbucks. That helped.